Welcome back from the break, Ram fans, and to a new segment here at CTV, where we talk recent Colorado State athletes we believe deserve to be inducted into the CSU Hall of Fame. Now, since inception in 1988, we have watched some incredible names be honored here. And to start things off, one of the non-negotiables, right? I think we're all on the same page, had to mention her name first and foremost, Maya Lesner. I mean, I was going to say not just the 2023-2024 season, but her leadership skills since her transfer from ASU, the attitude, the humility that she has brought to this team is just absolutely incredible and honestly impossible to replace.
Just popularity to it.
That's what I'm thinking too.
I
think
a name to the sport.
Mainly kind of, here we look at football, we look at basketball, but she brings a lot of attention to the sport.
Like I don't feel like a lot of people are talking about, especially throwing in track.
Oh, yeah.
If anything, you're talking about, 100 meter, like the kind of the flashy stuff. But she really brought a name to the throwing sports of track, and I think that's more than enough reason.
I would say not only that, but just as a female athlete, to be named Female Athlete of the Year for the Mountain West 2023-2024, to be the first, Ram to do that, go to Boston in March and do the whole thing. Second team All-American for shot put at the NCAA Outdoor National Championships. I mean, her resume is just stacked and stacked and stacked. And for CSU, reset every single record. I mean, for the CSU Hall of Fame, her name should be big, it should be bold, it should be up front because she has done so much for this
team.
It's
definitely on there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. I mean,
what do you think?
For my prospect, it's just, I think coming from the time I've been here, it's Tori Horton. Let's get that out of the way right now. But it's just,
let's not waste any time.
Yeah, let's get right to the business. I like it. I don't know. I've been here. This is my second year, and just constantly from the moment I got here to up until still on this show, we're still talking about him.
Yeah,
it's all you hear about.
He's just making magic happen on the field for. Team that I'm not always optimistic about, but I don't know.
But when he's
think
playing,
when
he's
that
produces,
significant.
right?
Oh yeah,
so
absolutely.
He's putting up the numbers. He's doing those crazy plays like the punt returns.
Yes.
I mean, He's just such a player.
He keeps it exciting. He brings the energy, keeps the defense on their toes, keeps the students on their toes in the stands.
When you're losing faith out there in the game,
trust in Tori Horton.
Yeah. You go to a game for athletes like Tori Horton, and that is why he deserves that Hall of Fame spot.
For sure.
Yeah. So undoubtedly for me, he's there.
Yeah. I hope he has a really good rest of the season. I know he's kind of dealing with some injuries right now, but CSU needs him now more than ever.
Just hope he can power through that.
Just looking at the receiving from last game, the longest reception was the most yards we had. It was Jordan Ross with one catch for 36 yards was our leading receiver. So I mean, we definitely
Rams football, baby. That's what we got.
We need a guy like Tori Horton out there. So, No, I definitely agree. Tori Horton's a good mention.
Yeah, that name will go down. We'll talk about it 10, 20 years from now. CSU football.
Yeah, and I think mine's another not a surprising one. I'm going with McKenna Hoshiel. I mean, she's just. Probably, besides Becky Hammond, because
there you go.
She's an obvious one. I think McKenna is obviously the next best player in CSU history. Mountain West Player of the Year in 2022, 2023. 4-time All Mountain West team, which means
she has so many titles.
All 4 years she was here, she was on the Mountain West team.
Yeah.
She's the all-time, not just in CSU, in all Mountain West, she's the all-time assist leader. I mean, her names just aren't in our record books. They're in the Mountain West record books. They're everywhere. This is not even disputable. I think it's along the same lines as Isaiah Stevens. Obviously, it's the same record.
Definitely.
So I was going between those two, but number 4. So both of them.
I mean, another athlete that has done so much for the women in athletics community, for women's sports in general. You saw so much attention being drawn to women's basketball last year because of Caitlin Clark and everything going on with March Madness. And McKenna Hofschild is just one of those names that you have to honor.
Starts every game all 4 years. She's never not there. Every game you go to, she's playing.
She's there.
She's putting up numbers.
And she brings a good attitude.
Yeah.
If you know me, you know I'm not the biggest basketball guy, but still, I seriously hear this chick's name everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
every game you see
she's just constantly getting better every year, it seems. Like, it doesn't seem like she's happy with where she's at.
No.
So, I mean, definitely on the
I think all 3 of these, easy Hall of Fame.
Non-negotiables. People we're going to talk about years from now, people we've talked about for the last few years.
You can debate they didn't win many championships and rings and stuff like that, but they put up the stats, and they were amazing when they were here.
Indeed.
But that's all we've got for you tonight, Ram fans. Have a safe, great rest of your night, and we will see you next week.